I'll never forget, it was 1989 and I attended my first Brian Tracy seminar. Brian was the opening speaker for Zig Ziglar. And at the time, Brian was pretty new to the game. He was virtually unknown. He had just come out with The Psychology of Success. It was such a powerful program. And little did I know at that time, just a few short years later, I would actually be promoting Brian Tracy. I was going around the country doing an event with a couple of speakers in each city, and it was usually Jim Rohn and Brian Tracy or Og Mandino and Jim Rohn. And I had this incredible opportunity to get to know Brian and to get to mastermind with him and spend time. And one of the most valuable ideas Brian shared with me that really helped me take off, especially from a marketing perspective, was he talked about getting a plane off the ground. He said, if you're trying to get a big, huge, large plane off the ground, you have to go down the runway really fast. And maybe you have to get up to 90, 100 miles an hour. And most people, seems like in most businesses, they will go really fast down the runway. Maybe they're going 60 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour, and it's fast and it's taking huge amounts of fuel to go that speed. But it's not fast enough to get the plane off the ground. Now, when you kick it in gear and you go fast enough to actually get liftoff, and then you're fighting to go up and climb up in the air, and then eventually you hit 28,000 feet, 30,000 feet, and now you're going 400 miles an hour in cruise control and probably using less fuel than you were going 70 miles an hour down the runway. And that's the way business is. Sometimes you have to kick in the extra effort to get the plane off the ground. And he said the great travesty is so many people, so many businesses go fast. They're burning tons of fuel and energy, but they don't give it the extra effort to get the plane off the ground. And if they would invest that 2 to 3 to 5 years of massive action to get the plane off the ground, then they could go the next 10, 20 years at 400 miles an hour using much less fuel, having it in cruise control. And that's a great lesson. That's a great insight. And I know I took it to heart. I really poured it on, and it really made a huge difference. And that's what I encourage you to do. Make the extra phone calls, send the extra emails, make the extra social media posts, do the extra effort, especially the first 2 to 3 to 5 years, and you'll see exponential opportunities, exponential results come from that. So make sure you're going at a speed to get the plane off the ground so that you can benefit for long periods of time in the future.